Hello, class. In this problem, we are provided with a relative frequency histogram, and we're asked to determine whether or not the histogram indicates that a normal distribution could be used as a model for the variable. So I think the answer here would be a histogram is not bell-shaped, right? So this is probably skewed to the left. So it's not bell-shaped, therefore a normal distribution could not be used. So I'm going to select choice A. Check answer. Looks good. The next problem looks to be very similar. We're given another relative frequency histogram, and it looks like represents the length of phone calls on George's cell phone during the month of September. And we're asked to determine whether or not the histogram indicates that a normal distribution could be used as a model for the variable. And again, I'm going to say no, because this is not a bell-shaped curve. Okay, so no, letter D, no, because the histogram does not have the shape of a normal curve, right? Normal curve just means the bell-shaped curve, right? It would look like a bell if I were to trace it. I check answer. Nice work. Okay, number 3, it says, suppose the length of human pregnancies are normally distributed with a mean of 266 days. So that means the mean, the average number of days pregnancy lasts would be 266 days. So you see the line that splits our bell-shaped curve in half is our mean, which is to 266. And we're asked to interpret this graph here. So it says one interpretation would mean that, well, pregnancies that last longer than 290 days are represented in this shaded area. So the proportion of human pregnancies that last more than 290 days is, and they give us the percent here, so I'm going to enter the 0.0668, okay? So that's really the proportion. It's also the percentage of pregnancies that last longer than 290 days. Now, if you were doing this and the problem was shaded on this side of the mean, then we would be talking about the proportion of pregnancies that lasted less than whatever number was over here. So anyway, I'm going to press check answer. We get the good job. A second interpretation. So instead of saying proportion, I said percent or probability. So again, the probability that a pregnancy lasts more than 290 days is also the 0.0668. So you can almost think of that as 6.68%. Okay, if we were to try to convert that to a decimal, I will press check answer, and we're good to go. Next, okay, now we have a new normal curve here, and it looks like our probability is going to be in between 230 and 295. So it says, again, our mean is 266, and the probability that the pregnancy is somewhere between 230 days and 295 days looks like it's this 0.9528. So the proportion of human pregnancies that last between 230 days and 295 days is that 0.9528. I'm going to press check answer, and we get the okay. So we could also say, so we said proportion, we could also say the probability, and it's still going to use the same values, right? The 230 and the 295 and the 0.9528. I press check answer, and that should do it. I hope this helps with the first 3 problems. Thanks for watching.